The weather is disastrous here. There's no other way to put it. Take a look. Look toward south, toward Naples. We are in North Naples right now. You can't see anything. This eye wall is, you probably can't see a quarter mile is what I'm estimating here. Usually you can see the condos. The rain is blocking all that out right now. Pan around to the left here, Doug. Take a look. This is the entrance to our hotel. Just look at those palm trees. Listen to that wind. I don't know how well you can hear it, but it is absolutely roaring out here. We're seeing more palm fronds being picked up here. I just checked with the weather radar. It looks like the eye of the storm is still about 7.5 to 8 miles from our location. It's moving north, and we can tell because these winds, they were just blowing out of the east. Now they're blowing out of the south, southeast. And we're getting another ramp up right now, live on the air. Look at this. Now we can't even see the street below. Still stranded and happening right now. There's kind of a recovery operation going on behind me. This car has been stuck here for at least the last 24 hours. When a woman tried driving in, she sucked that water up into her engine and it stalled, like we warned would happen if you tried to drive through this water, because it's 12 to 18 inches deep. It's slowly going down, and that's letting renters and homeowners get back into this neighborhood so they can start that long road to recovery.
I haven't broke down yet. I'm sure I will at some point.
Debbie Smith rents this home just off of Island Park Road. This road has been underwater for days, but she and her neighbors are starting the cleanup process that could take weeks.
People are coming back through and helping everybody as much as they can, so I don't know when we'll be out of here. I don't know when it's going to be dry.
She tells Wink News she had 3 or 4 inches of water in her home. Her son's room got it the worst. Now she's ready with the shop vac to suck up the water that's left. And even though it hasn't rained here in about 24 hours, there's still about 2 feet of water covering the road in this parking lot.
But yeah, it's just been crazy. It's the easiest word to use.
Fortunately, she and her neighbors are getting some help.
Wood stuff, everything that would get damaged by mold, we're just going to put it into a storage unit.
Alex Spencer has a truck that's high enough to get in and help.
If they need a ride as I'm going out, I'll pick them up, bring them to the end. Yeah. But yeah, it's good. I feel good about it.
And those who were spared are thankful the water didn't get any higher.
It's devastating.
Now, as this recovery operation continues out here, we're also hearing from neighbors. Now is the time that they're starting to blame people for this water not going down. Coming up on Wink News at 6, hear what one neighbor has to say about that blame and what leaders in the area are doing in response. Live in Lee County, Channing.Frampton, Wink News Now.
I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter.
This is Beth Zimmerman. You can add skin cancer survivor to that list.
I had noticed a white spot on my shoulder.
You're still in your 30s?
I will be 40 next month.
That spot turned out to be melanoma.
What turned out to be a little small spot, no bigger than the tip of my finger, turned into about 25 stitches.
She says they got it all, but she'll be wearing sunscreen much more carefully in the years to come.
I'm definitely a little more paranoid.
But the products you've been using for years to keep your skin safe might not be working. For example, the FDA says insect repellent mixed with sunscreen might not be keeping you safe. And the Environmental Working Group is set to release alarming new research showing nearly 60% of the sunscreens they tested wouldn't pass the new FDA standards because they don't block the sun enough or contain chemicals that can hurt you and the environment. Senior scientist with EWG, Dr. David Andrews, recommends using
zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. And those ingredients actually are used in the majority of products on our recommended list.
Newly proposed FDA regulations address different types of products to determine which are effective and which are not. While products such as sprays, oils, lotions, creams, gels, and sticks are generally considered effective, the FDA says newer products, such as powders, wipes, and body washes, still need more research. Dr. Melissa Piliong with the Cleveland Clinic says the amount you use is also a big factor.
So if you don't put on enough, then the coat is too thin and you don't get the protection that you think you're getting.
And to cover your whole body, you need about an ounce, which is enough to fill up this whole shot glass.
And I'm a big fan of hats and some protective clothing because those don't rub off or wear off and they'll last.
Physician assistant Kristen Schmidt's suggestions to keep you safe. She says the cancer can pop up in places you might not expect,
On your scalp, under your nail, even in your eye.
which is why she tells Zimmerman and other patients to watch.
If things are changing, size, shape, if something's itching, bleeding, that's definitely a cause for concern that should be checked right away.
Warning signs Zimmerman will look out for herself and her family.
Had I not come in to get checked, who knows what would have happened.
And the FDA's recommendations are still in the works, and that report from EWG comes out a week from today.
So what kinds of sunscreen should we be looking for?
Well, the most important thing you want to look for is a broad spectrum sunscreen. That's going to cover most of the harmful rays that can affect your body and give you skin cancer. So just pay close attention to what you're buying.
The amount was
That's quite a
eye-opening,
bit,
right?
Yes,
That was
I
eye-opening.
definitely need to use more and reapply often.
Yeah, take your shot glass with you to the beach.
Channing said so.
All right,
Okay,
thanks,
I'll
Channing.
do it. Thank you.
He was kind to people. He helped other homeless people.
As I always say, veterans wear sunglasses so you can't see our tears.
These men and women pay tribute to Murray Slim Norton Gilchrist, an Army veteran who they say was homeless when he died.
He never took anything from anybody, never begged for money.
Melissa Willits cared for Slim during his final days in Charlotte County, one of many homeless veterans living in America.
And I think it's very sad that they fought for our country and they're just living in poverty or on the street in their tents.
And that's one reason all these bikers showed up to make the trip from Charlotte County to here, Sarasota National Cemetery.
I always say, if you put the uniform on, you were assigned to die for this country.
David Obermeyer served in the Army. He and his brothers and sisters who served say they are proud to ride for one of their own.
It's a brotherhood of people, and women too. And it means so much to each and every one of us to do that.
According to the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans, as many as 39,000 veterans are homeless in the United States on any given night, an issue these men and women say needs to be fixed.
Slim was just a great guy, and he would be very proud of this turnout, and he would want to find help for his friends that are out there.
And until none of these heroes are homeless, these groups will keep on showing up so they're not forgotten. In Charlotte County, Channing, Frampton, Wink News Now.